Welcome to the Social Playbook. Today, I'm feeling like a baller. Just got my hair cut. That's about it. I'm ready to get locked in. Alrighty, today we are going to go over some great news. We also got progress update on the hour-long special and some tips at the end of the video for if you're working for a brand and you're in social. First off, life updates. Got the cut. Sheesh. Went to sports clips again, and they were fantastic. The one over here by The Office is exceptional. Shout out, Kim. You're the GOAT. She was very sweet. Gave me a free massage, head massage, and my hair smells nice, and it's pretty awesome. Shout out. Anyways, Halloween is this week. Awesome. I just ate some Reese's Pieces. What's your favorite candy? Let me know down below. This is going to be a short episode because I'm still really trying to get guests on the show, and it's hard. So once I release the hour-long special, we'll definitely get some guests on the show, some big-time all-timers, whatever you want to call it. Jumping into the news, YouTube shares more info on its Ask Studio AI bot. I actually started using it. I didn't know it was like a new thing for CBT News, and it's actually like not a useless chat bot thing. Like you can ask, what was my last, what were the search terms people used to find my video, and it like spits it out. It's like, okay, I didn't have to go digging into all the analytics, and you can also see, because part of social media is breaking down stuff and seeing why people are clicking on your thing. So that was super useful and allowed me to make more content that is in that niche. Apparently, it can also go through your comments, so it's all based on your data and not like any other, like anything outside of YouTube. Not outside of YouTube. It takes all the data that's on your channel and not other channels and trends that are going on YouTube. I think it's actually surprisingly helpful. Like, I wish Instagram did something like that, TikTok. That would be really, like, instead of like digging around for numbers, you can just ask it instead of like downloading a bunch of data. And then if you're trying to interpret a bunch of data and throwing it in ChatGPT, like, just skips all those steps, and it's nice. Next news topic, Instagram adds option to draw on DM chats. I haven't seen the feature, but or used it. Sounds interesting. I know the Instagram CEO has come out and said like most of the interactions between people are in the DMs, and everything's gravitating to the DMs, and so I think they're just trying to obviously make that a happening place and, keep like nurture that part of Instagram. And I think there's no other social platforms that are, I think, have the DM feature as well, or have made the DM feature as like great as Instagram has. But I still think you should be able to share comments from Instagram reel. Like, it'll have the reel, and then you click share from the comment section, because the comment section is the best part of the videos. And I guess you could argue that it takes away from the original content, but it's like you have to watch the content to understand the comment, and it's like it's the best part sometimes. And I've been reaching out to Adam, the Instagram CEO. He hasn't gotten back to me, so maybe one day when I'm big enough, he'll actually answer my DMs, and then we'll figure this whole thing out. So that's my 101 on how to make Instagram better. Share it with Adam, please. You're joking me. Literally, as soon as I was saying how other platforms should have the AI assistance thing, like YouTube has it, TikTok has come out and adds AI assistance tools for creators. How timely is that? It includes AI-powered editing to convert longer videos into short clips, which I might do for this podcast. Topical inspiration based on in-app trends and a bigger share of revenue for subscribers. Wow. I got to get access to this so I can crank out some clips, because I need to do that. It isn't like data-driven stuff, analytics stuff. But yeah, I think stuff that's going to help you make content that's tells you to make content that closely aligns with your audience and what you're good at. I think that's going to so you're not like guessing, I think is going to be huge. Up next, Google launches AI tool to assist SMBs in creating brand promotions. I'll show you the screenshot, what they have in the article. It's never going to have that human touch of what a brand should feel like. And I don't know. It's so AI, it's got that look. Who knows? Adobe announces YouTube Shorts creation tools in Premiere. I haven't seen that yet. Oh, it's on the app, not in the actual Premiere on desktop. That could be helpful. I've seen tons and tons of, and as needed as for myself, is getting someone to make clips for you. And they can be it's a low lift thing to do to pull from long form video, but like actually cutting it up and like you want to make like 3 to 5 from a long form video, like that takes time. Adding captions, that's like a couple hours, and then on top of that, you got to schedule it all out. Like if there's a way, I know there's Opus Clip, but it doesn't, I need to try it again because I need to get some clips out for the show. Let's see. I think that's pretty good for the news. A lot of news surprises. I'm actually glad I went through that stuff. So let's get to the meat of the episode. Like I said, the 1 hour special is coming soon, and got a great outline and script going. Probably going to start filming next week because this week is crazy. And yeah, it's going to be a banger. It's going to be a banger. But let's get into, what the social media scene looks like. I've gotten a ton of people, not a ton, but a good amount of people that are like, oh, this is my dream job. Like, I would love to like make memes and make social media posts for a living. And you don't just like kind of jump into it. You do, but not it's not as easy as it sounds to get into it, to like actually be good at it. I'm not an expert, but I'm saying a lot of people think they can do social media when they just like they post something from their personal account, and that's doing social media. And that's not even like how I got into it as a job. So there's like different things of there's different things, there's different roles of getting into social media. You either want to work for a brand or you want your personal brand. And a lot of people say that a lot of people lean towards they want a personal brand and be an influencer, which which I think is tough when you can go to a company and just they'll pay you right off the bat. So think if you want to go an influencer route, which is kind of like what I'm doing, is have the experience, work for companies, and then you apply all those things you've learned through companies to actually like be a voice and provide value. So, but the way you can really get into social media as a job, which is what I'm recommending you should do first, is you really build that resume. You want to, people are like, oh, it's really hard to get experience. It's really not. So as I was saying, new setup real quick. The microphone decided to stop working. So refilming this part, gonna run through it really quickly. This microphone needs to stay still. Recording on the iPhone, so hopefully it looks good. So if you're going to climb up the corporate ladder of social media, there's actually a distinct ladder of positions. And you really kind of start as an intern if you're coming out of college and you're younger or whatever. You're probably getting 18, hopefully 18 at least an hour. If you're working for free, don't be there that long. If you can create stuff, like I was saying, I think that's like really all you need is to get into a paid internship. You're probably going to be working on replies, a lot of the content creation itself. Just you need to have the editing experience. Because if I was going to hire an intern right now, I would want to see that if you have Canva on the resume, I'll probably be like, but it really depends like what you can do with Canva. Because templates don't count. And you need to be able to create stuff through Photoshop, Figma, or Premiere. Then you kind of move up into a social media coordinator role. You're still doing like replies, some of the content creation, more like ideating and kind of executing on those ideas. You're probably going to make at least 20 an hour to 25. So then you really want to go to the social media manager role, which sometimes you can jump in if you have an experience. Like if you're kind of in your earlier career in marketing, you could probably jump into social media manager, and you're going to be working on the kind of the strategy and the maybe content calendar. Probably if you're filming stuff and you're a part of the social media strategy, filming yourself and then maybe passing that along for someone to edit. Full time, you're probably making $50 to $70K a year. Then you kind of jump into the social media director role, and those bad boys are probably making 80 to I've seen 120K. Like, it's the real deal. You're kind of executing on the vision, your vision. You're probably overseeing maybe multiple brands. If your company has multiple brands, executing on those strategies, and developing those strategies. And obviously managing the managers and coordinators and whatnot. And then maybe like a step down, kind of adjacent to a social media manager, would be a community manager. They're putting together your brand's community, which sounds obvious, but if it's in the gaming space, it's like having a Discord, like moderating that, putting it together, curating kind of maybe online events, being in touch with your audience. There's social listening you need to be involved with, a lot of analytics as well. So then you have there's also influencer marketing as a role, setting up partnerships, reaching out to people, setting up deals, making sure your partners / influencers are doing their deliverables. So that is like a whole role in itself. I don't know how much they get paid. Maybe and with the last one, probably in the 70s, 60 to 70. Then you have a creative. So they're usually separate from the social media team, but they'll work closely with social media, getting graphic templates or just kind of setting up the social media team for success while they're developing the brand on kind of the paid front or just kind of any other marketing material. Then you have the other side, and you're just being an influencer yourself, and that's really difficult. But I know some people that make real money, like real friends I've grown up with, and they're making money. So, yeah, hopefully I can have them on the show and then get their story. But yeah, that's about it for the roles. I wanted to re-record this because it's important to understand what you're getting into and what your future could look like. Obviously, you don't have to climb all the way to a social media director, but you could also jump into a different kind of marketing or sales or partnerships and promotions. So if your company has promotions. But yeah, I wanted to re-record this part because I think it's important, and I wish someone else gave me this information when I was getting into social media, because it feels like the Wild West before, and now there's real jobs and real money getting backed by it. So this is the episode, but hopefully this format looks okay and I can get in the episode. Signing off. Have a great weekend. Happy Halloween.